the second major category of censorship, as I mentioned, is drug songs that a generation of Americans believe that listening to would turn kids onto drugs, which brings us to this historic moment. This, believe it or not, is the most requested photo in our National Archives. We have 200 plus years of glorious history in this country. Our most sacred image right here. Elvis shows up at the White House with a request. He says he knows a lot of artists, musicians who are using drugs, and he wants to help lead the war on drugs and inform on them. And if you know something about Elvis's personal life, he had some expertise in the field. There's actually a wonderful book about this day and the White House freaking out because Elvis came. Well, there's actually Kevin Spacey movie not too long ago. Elvis shows up with a gun to give the president. It's an interesting day at the White House. Shortly thereafter, we don't know if this was part of it, but this man, Spiro Tiagno, gets sent out to radio. He joins the message. He's sent out to Las Vegas, family values, capital of the world, to make the case against disruptive and corrupt music. Radio stations have received memos saying that if they played songs that promoted a drug agenda, they could lose their licenses. And when I'm on college campuses, I make a special point of sharing this with them because this man is lost in history. As all of you know, he was once a governor of Maryland. His corruption there led to his indictment and imprisonment while president of the United States. He's one of the biggest disgraces in contemporary American history. And too few young Americans know what a jerk he was. So I share with them whenever I possibly can. It's something I've had trouble getting over. So, still ticked off about Spiro Agnew. Anyway, what I want to do for you now is our world-famous drug music medley. And before I do that, I want to challenge you and give you one more chance to win a t-shirt. On one of those missions, Spiro Agnew went out to Vegas, and he said that the Beatles are trying to talk to our kids in code and turn them on to illicit drugs. And in his three-piece suit, he recited the lyrics to what Beatles?
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Wait. Okay. We're going for speed, we're going for accuracy, not speed. So let me come out here now. There are lots of songs you could say, but this is the one he sang on that day. It's such a shame we don't have YouTube. So who has one?
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is widely associated with drugs because of LSD.
Correct.
Spiro did not perform it that day.
Okay.
Who else?
Oh, Norwegian Wood.
Strawberry Fields Forever? No. Puff the Magic Dragon?
That wasn't the Beatles.
The legendary Beatles song?
Yeah.
John, Paul, George, Ringo, Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Hey, Jude.
Yes. He wants to hold my hand. Talk about gay agenda. Thank you.
Hey, Jude.
Associated with the drug culture, but not the song Spiro chose.
Hey, Jude.
Hey, Jude, no. Who else? The hippest dancer of the day. Everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey. No. But it's hip. Anybody else? A Hard Day's Night is where you're going with that. No. Who else? Anybody else? I Am the Walrus. No. Who else? Way back there. No. Sgt. Pepper, Nowhere Man. No, we only have 512 Beatles songs to go. I can see confidence from you. I'm going to go all the way back, bro, because sometimes that's what was. No, Yellow Submarine is a drug song, believed to be, but it's not what he chose. What's that? Day Tripper, no, but it's a good guess. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner with a little help from my friends.
I'm just amazed at how the room turned up when we started talking about drugs. That's all I have.
So
There's going to be some bottles on the table back there on your way out. Everybody's going to be tested.
Oh, yes.
keep stalling, Dez, I'm coming. I was in the back 40. So you got a picture of Spiro Agnew standing there at the podium reciting that this isn't code. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. That was the code, by the way. The FBI, freed up from the Louis investigation, So those were great answers, and many of you did pick out songs that were associated with the drug culture. And we want to play for you the several songs, our world famous drug medley, as I mentioned, each of which there was real concern. They were all banned or censored or limited. They weren't banned so much that they couldn't become hits, but there were a lot of radio stations that refused to play them and ended up on a lot of lists. So each of these songs, the theory was, if a young person heard it, they would turn on immediately to drugs.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Harley. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought in strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Come on, everybody! Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Harley. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Harley.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Well, lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I'll try not to sing out of key. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Sing along with us. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends. A little help from my friends. In the town where I was born, lived a man who showed the sheep, and he told us of his life in the land of submarine. Showed me sailors through the sun, that you be found, that you be, and we could the way into land of submarine. We all live in the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine. We all live in the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine.
So I want all of you in the next few minutes to tweet at Minnesota Newspaper Association meeting singing Puff the Magic Dragon. I want Puff the Magic Dragon to trend in Minnesota. We make that happen. You know what's so funny about that is those are all beloved songs now. I mean, you have heard them in frozen food sections. They're lullaby albums, you know, of the Beatles and all these songs you've heard. And so what I try to remind every young audience is that, you know, yeah, you talk about your parents being negative about your music, but when you turn 40, you'll be exactly that same person. It's important, try not to do that, because every piece of dangerous music today becomes tomorrow's music. And you know, my guess is I don't have a lot of Black Eyed Peas fans in the audience, but when we're on campus, we always make the point that this salacious, somewhat controversial song by the Black Eyed Peas is exactly what you will hear when you settle in your dentist's office 10 years from now for a root canal. And here goes.
Oh,
comes fans in the audience. So we have covered sex and we've covered drugs. And